Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing Nuke.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder call out Anthony Joshua after their mega fight. Now, let's just dig into what this means. Anthony Joshua's been called out by these guys, and I think Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua would be a very good matchup. I think it'll be a very close matchup and a 50-50 matchup. And the reason why I say that is that Anthony Joshua is not the fighter that Deontay Wilder is. Anthony Joshua is more of a complete fighter. Anthony Joshua has elite level boxing abilities and as well elite level power punching. Deontay Wilder does not have those attributes. So if Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury met up, that would be a very good fight. It'll be a chess match. And Tyson Fury would ultimately have the edge on skills and boxing, but the fact that Anthony Joshua does have some boxing ability, the fact that Anthony Joshua does know how to box and has elite level power, and is not afraid to let his hands go, I think it would be competitive and the fight could go either way and it would be a 50-50 contest. But as far as boxing skill goes, I would give that to Tyson Fury. But the fact that Anthony Joshua can and has the ability to box, as well as having elite level power that's levels above Fury's, I think that that's what would make the fight more of a 50-50 fight. Because if Wilder caught him, I know Anthony Joshua can, for the simple fact that he's a more intelligent fighter, a fighter that has a higher ring IQ than Deontay Wilder. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if you look at Deontay Wilder calling out Anthony Joshua in this aspect, there's no reason for him to call him out, because I believe Anthony Joshua would stop Deontay Wilder within 6 rounds. I don't even think it's close. I think the fact that Anthony Joshua is quick, basically he's fought elite level competition and he's elite level fighter. A lot of people, want to put that on the back burner. The fact that Deontay Wilder cannot box and you just seen him get outmanned and outclassed, that should let you know that Anthony Joshua would destroy Deontay Wilder if we're going to be 100% unbiased. The one thing I don't like to hear is how everybody keeps throwing Anthony Joshua in the mix of all this. Why put him in the middle of all this when he has nothing to do with this? This was a fight between Wilder and Fury. Why keep interjecting Anthony Joshua? But I understand it's a big fight to be made, so we'll go with it. Now, if you look at Anthony Joshua's record, it's not even close. In 22 fights, he's fought a lot of top 10 fighters. He's fought Alexander Povetkin and stopped him in 7 rounds. He fought an undefeated world champion in Joseph Parker's. He fought a very formidable and tough Carlos Takam. He fought Vladimir Klitschko, basically a Hall of Famer. And so you have to understand that he fought a very tough Dominic Breazeale, stopped him in the 7th round and gave him his only loss of his career. Dominic Breazeale's a good opponent. Dillian Whyte's a good opponent. He stopped Dillian Whyte when he was undefeated in the 7th round. So you have to give Anthony Joshua credit. He's a unified world champion, and he has to be considered the best heavyweight right now. That doesn't mean you have to believe that he is the best overall heavyweight once they all fight. But based on his resume and his titles, and his boxing ability, you have to give him at least that edge and credit. That's not saying that Tyson Fury couldn't beat him, because he probably could. It could go either way. That would be a 50-50 fight. As far as Deontay Wilder, unless Wilder catches him with a looping right hand or anything like that, Anthony Joshua should be able to stop Deontay Wilder rather easily. The blueprint is out on what to do against Deontay Wilder right now. Everyone sees it. Everyone knows it. There's a reason why Deontay Wilder is in no hurry to fight a Dominic Breazeale, a Dillian Whyte. He doesn't want to lose to anyone other than Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. He only wants to lose to the big names. He feels he's above those guys. But unfortunately for Deontay Wilder, he cannot box. So eventually this will catch up with him, because all of these guys that I mentioned, a Dominic Breazeale, a Dillian Whyte, a Anthony Joshua, a Tyson Fury, all of these guys won't get tired like Luis Ortiz did. None of these guys are 40 years old. All of these guys are relatively young and hungry. So that is going to be a problem for Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder will be unthrown as the WBC champion. It's only a matter of time. If he loses in the US, it has to be by stoppage. Clearly, he keeps getting these gifts, like in the Luis Ortiz fight. When he stopped Luis Ortiz, I believe in the 10th round, he was up on the scorecards. For whatever reason, these judges robbed Tyson Fury and gave him the fight. So you have to be honest and unbiased about it, and to be 100% real is that Deontay Wilder keeps getting gifts. And since he's going to continue to get gifts, if he fights Anthony Joshua in the UK, Joshua wins that fight Either way, as long as he avoids the right hand, I think Anthony Joshua would take more of an approach of stopping him early rather than trying to drag that out and risking getting caught with the right hand. And Tyson Fury, I believe he just completely outboxes Deontay Wilder. And I think a Dillian White would be a huge fight. I think the fact that Dillian White is so strong, and if he catches basically Deontay Wilder square in the chin, I believe he stops him early as well. A lot of people don't want to rate Dillian White. They don't believe in Dillian White. People forget that Dillian White dropped Joseph Parker, who had never been dropped. Even after he fought Anthony Joshua, that's a major accomplishment. So you have to give credit where credit is due, 100% unbiased and facts. IBFP.